A couple of very broad brush strokes here. We're in the color section for our Astroid template. And we've got different sections: body, header, sticky header. Let's just stick to these three because these are pretty easy to illustrate. And we're going to cheat here. We're going to steal some colors from our finished site. Going to come in here and change the background color. We're currently at a white. And we're going to switch this to that boring gray. Going to go and refresh. And we see that the background for the whole site is gray. Let's just look at the header. I'm going to keep this color because I want to return to it. But let's do something different. Let's make this red. And I guess that's, I don't know what it is, cherry, raspberry, whatever. And make this orange. Save it. So we've got the header and the sticky header. Refresh. And yeah, it's the same color as I think it's raspberry as the one for the whole site. And in the moment we scroll down, that changes because for the sticky header we switched it to orange. I'm going to put those back the way they were because they are, I don't find them particularly nice. And put this back here and save it. So that's kind of basically at the broadest level. But let's start getting into some of these boxes. So it's boxes inside boxes as always. And I think at this point it makes sense to look at the layout section and just to realize that you can get into every single column, into every single element and format them independently. Also with respect to color. So looking at this here, it looks as if I applied a blue color here to the content, which would be in this case a blog post. And it looks as if that also applies to the content here on the login page. Let's just see if I can replicate that. So I'm in the content section and also in here I have the component area. Now if I remember correctly, I did this for the component area. Let's just sample that color. Eyedropper. And go in there and do the component area. It's not exactly an exact science. You could probably find different ways to do the same thing. Save. And what I also find, particularly in here, clicking after selecting the color and then clicking away from the little color box and then saving seems to help. Refresh it. Okay, that looks as if the logic is kind of correct. And here as well. Okay, let's add a little bit of padding. Let's see if we can do that. So that was the component area. And padding, I have no idea what I took. Save it. Save it. And that gives us a little bit more air around our elements here on the site. Let's, for example, now on the login page, we have different colors here as well. So let's come in and, well, let's do the left position here and the right position. So again, I'm going to take my color. I'm going to try to figure out where I would want to apply that. So I guess a good place to start would be in the column. Come in here, color, and of course be aware that there are other options in here as well. Like as of now it's set to no custom colors, but we can do colors, we can do images, we can come in here and do even more stuff directly here in this box. So we can literally influence every single little pixel in here. It really gets incredibly granular. I could put a video in behind, for example, that module position on the left hand side if for whatever reason I felt that was necessary. But we're going to just try to get it turquoise for the moment. Save, and refresh, and go to the login page, and it looks as if that has gone through. I guess while we're at it, let's do the right hand side as well. We did the column and the color. We took that color here, save it, and refresh. So we're pretty much getting there, but we also have a different color now for the module up here in the middle. So let's go and steal that color again. Eyedropper, take that, come in here. That was in the content top section. As of now, we only have the content top on this page. If we had it on more pages, on other pages, this formatting would ripple through to the other pages. Go to content top and come in here, color, and add that color there. Save it. And come back here and refresh. So we're doing kind of okay here. Let's put in these gray boxes if we can. So I'm going to come and get that color again. That's the gray color. And we were previously in the column. So now we're going to go into the element in the column, which in this case is a module. It's the custom module. Color, and here, and I believe I had some kind of padding going on. As always, many options. Save this. Let's have a look. Refresh. Okay, so I obviously need to do a little bit of tweaking here. Maybe I need some margins or whatever. I'll probably tidy this up so it looks a little bit more like this. But I think that basically illustrates, very broadly speaking, how this whole formatting thing works. In essence, there's the top of the pyramid where you have very broad brush strokes, and then you can get into the layout builder and add specific colors and get more and more fine as you go down into the different layers of formatting, right down into the articles being displayed in the component area, or the modules being displayed here in the left hand side or the right hand side, for example. Next up, we'll have a look at typography, and we'll probably also finally get an actual little motto up here, I'm not going to make a logo, but to get some kind of name for our site up here as well. It's kind of about time to get that nailed.